Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. My name is Jan and today I have a basic video for you. I will show you how to build up your first real or basic town in Townsmen. Okay, so after finishing the tutorial we press on the button New Game and there you can see we have a lot of fantastic scenarios waiting for you with some awesome stories to be explored. And you might also notice this little blue and white shield icon on some of these scenarios. That indicates that there is a threat of bandits and you have to defend your town against some bandits. But since we don't want to be disturbed by building up our town, we select one of the sandbox levels and that will be the river valley. And yes, if you don't mark up this little icon over here with the threat of bandits, then you can build up your town without anyone or anything disturbing you, and you can, well, build up your town endlessly. So let's start up the map. Alright, so our town will be called River Valley, that's okay. We have a little delta over here with a fisherman's hut already on it. And yeah, there's also a little forest over here with some deer running around, so there should also be plenty of food. We also have some ore and some gold over here, so that's great. Yeah, looking good so far with our map. Then let's begin building. At the moment I have 4 townies but no free worker. To change that we press on the castle and deassign some of our carrier townies and assign them to the fisherman's hut. So we will collect some fish, and to the forester's hut. So this guy over here will collect some wood. So yeah, fish or food in general and wood is a very important resource in Townsmen, so it's very important that you have a lot of it. Alright, so our next step is to build a house. For that we open up the building menu, select a townhouse, and we will put it over here to the other houses. That should be fine. Okay, so now the house is building. Perfect, our house is built up now and we can continue. Our next step is to build up a sawmill and we will select that from the production buildings tab in the buildings menu. Okay, so let's put our sawmill right next to the forester's hut. Okay, that doesn't work because there is a 3 in the way, but that's no problem. We will just select the shovel tool and select the 3. And yes, you can select and deselect objects on the map with the shovel tool and remove them instantly. Now with the 3 is gone, we will build up the sawmill, and to speed up the process a little bit we will use some prestige. Now it's built up instantly and there's also a worker already automatically assigned to it. Okay, so a big town needs a lot of workers, which is why we will now build up a big townhouse. And you can select it from the needs buildings. It's over here, but it's still unlocked. And yes, basically some buildings in Townsmen have special requirements, and in that case we have to build up a toolmaker's workshop and their tavern, and then our large townhouse will be unlocked. But we won't do that now, since we're still missing some resources. We will then build up a small townhouse again, and we will also use some prestige, so it's going a little bit faster. A working town also needs a lot of money, or as a successful mayor of a town you need a lot of money. For that it's wise to build up a marketplace as quickly as possible, and at the marketplace you can trade up your goods or wares for some money, or trade some fish for some wood And yeah, it's very useful, and I'm not able to find it right now. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we will use again some prestige and put it over here. Yes, level up, that's great. We will have a look at that later. For now, let's trade up some of our grain for some money. Or, well, let's get some basic food. How about some tasty sausages? Like 5 for the beginning, 207 gold, so, well, it will cost us 119 gold to make this trade, but that's alright. And yes, that's basically how the marketplace works. And another source of income is, or the best way to fill up your treasury, however, is to collect some taxes. So you see, after a while there are these gold coins over your houses, and that indicates that you can collect some taxes from your population. You can also increase or decrease the amount of taxes that are collected by adjusting the tax rate in the main menu. But you have to be very careful to not raise your taxes too high, since your townies will not be happy and the productivity will suffer a lot. Well, to basically increase the tax rate without any penalties, you have to fulfill your townies' desires. They can also be found in the same tab, and as you can see, there is still a lot of ground to improve on. We might build up a church or a jousting grounds, or maybe a tavern, or supply our townies with clothes or jewelry, and then the desires will go up and we can further increase our taxes. Good, since we made a level up, let's have a look at the level tab. Yes, in Townsmen you are rewarded with experience points for a lot of actions. We can basically, well, if we research max income level, we will collect 25% more taxes from our townhouses, or we can decrease the repair cost. There is a lot to unlock and to further improve how your town works. Now, what we want to do is to build up a mine to collect some stones. You can see there is this, well, abandoned mine over here, and we can just build up a mine directly over it. For that, we have to find it. There it is. Well, let's just build it normally this time. All right. And yes, so after that mine is built up, there can be stones collected, and yeah, you see that it is quite far away from our from the rest of our town. So carriers moving over there will take some time. You can see this little townie over here getting the resources over and building it. If you want to speed up that process, it's wise to build up a street or a direct way over to your town. To do that, we just select it out of the buildings tab. Move the arrows over here, accept, and whoop-de-doo, it's built up. And we can, oh, well, let's have a look. And yes, you can see that this fellow over here is now moving quite a lot faster. And yes, so for a very efficient town, it's also important to build up your streets and, well, yeah, to be, well, wise about it, or to put them in strategic positions. Alright, okay, we still have 3 townies for our disposal. Let's increase our carriers again, so everything is speed up a little. Oh, we could also collect the taxes over here. And yes, it seems like we are set up for the beginning, and that's basically it. The building menu provides you with still a lot of supply chains and a lot of buildings to unlock, but that's basically how you start your first town. And yes, there's a lot to explore, and after a while your city could look something like this. To show other people your city, you can simply click on the photo button, and it will create a nice screenshot of your town and will be saved in your files. Yes, that's it from me. If you want some more information on Townsmen, visit and like our Townsmen fan page on Facebook, and there you can share your city with the community and get the latest news and updates for the game. Also, feel free to ask your questions in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this little video, and see you guys next time.